You believe your intelligence is defined by what you know. You are wrong. True brilliance is not found in a degree or a high score. It is hidden in the things you refuse to do. Most people spend their lives performing for an invisible audience. They chase status while losing their minds. But the truly elite operate on a different frequency. Wait, look closer. Research shows that high intelligence is a series of quiet refusals. It is a shield against the noise of the world. If you want to ascend, you must stop following the crowd. Pay attention now. There are 8 specific traps that intelligent people avoid at all costs. The final point is a habit you likely perform every single hour. It is the very thing keeping you average. Point 1. They never pretend to possess knowledge they lack. Most people fear looking foolish. When a difficult question arises, they lie to protect their ego. They nod along while feeling completely lost. This is a weakness. A genius has no problem saying 3 simple words. I do not know. They see a gap in knowledge as a doorway, not a wall. Honesty is their greatest tool for growth. They value the truth more than their reputation. And here is the problem. Most people value their reputation more than the truth. Which one are you? Point 2. They never engage in pointless emotional arguments. Have you ever seen someone scream to prove they are right? That is not intelligence. That is insecurity crying for help. Smart individuals choose their battles with surgical precision. They do not waste energy on those committed to misunderstanding them. They know that winning a debate often means losing your peace. Silence is their power. They walk away from the noise to focus on the signal. Their mind is a sanctuary, not a battlefield. Is your energy worth a comment section fight? Point 3. They never make permanent choices based on temporary feelings. Your emotions are like the weather. They change without warning. A highly intelligent person feels the storm but does not steer by it. They do not send the angry text at midnight. They do not quit the job during a bad afternoon. They create a gap between the feeling and the reaction. Logic is the anchor. They ask themselves how they will feel in 5 years. They wait for the water to clear before they dive. Patience is a cognitive superpower. Point 4. They never hide inside an echo chamber. Comfort is the enemy of the mind. Most people only listen to voices that sound like their own. They want validation, not education. But the brilliant mind seeks out the friction of disagreement. They want their assumptions to be shattered. They surround themselves with people who think differently. Growth requires resistance. If everyone agrees with you, you are in the wrong room. Seek the challenge. Sound familiar? Point 5. They never confuse being busy with being productive. Our culture worships the grind. We brag about our lack of sleep and pack schedules. This is a toxic illusion. High intelligence understands the law of focus. They work on the 2 things that actually matter. They ignore the 100 things that do not. Effectiveness is their only metric. They would rather sit in silence than do meaningless work. They value results over activity. Stop running in circles. Point 6. They never blame their circumstances for their failures. The world is often unfair. Average people use this as an excuse to stop trying. They point fingers at the economy, their boss, or their past. The intelligent person takes total ownership. They realize that blame is a waste of precious time. If they are in a hole, they stop digging. They look for the lever they can move. Responsibility is freedom. You are the architect of your own recovery. Point 7. They never rush to a final judgment. The world is complex and full of gray areas. Simple minds want simple answers right now. They label people and ideas instantly. Intelligence is the ability to hold to opposing ideas at once. They gather data before they form a conclusion. They are comfortable with the unknown. They wait. They watch. They analyze the hidden layers. The first impression is usually a lie. Point 8. They never ignore the power of their own solitude. This is the habit you are likely missing. Most people are terrified of being alone with their thoughts. They fill every second with scrolling or noise. But the mind needs space to breathe and synthesize. Intelligent people protect their solitude fiercely. It is where their best ideas are born. It is where they find their true self. If you cannot sit alone in a room, you are not free. Your phone is a leash. Cut it. Intelligence is not a gift you are born with. It is a series of choices you make every day. It is the courage to be honest and the discipline to be still. Which of these traps are you still falling into? Look inward before you look away. If you found value here, consider following this path. The journey to the top is quiet.